Hello, delicious human. Welcome to episode 51. As always, Sunny Bonani, Dumalang Hoyan, afternoon, bon dia. Today's episode is titled The Deliciousness of Life. And why it's titled that is because I have with me a half-eaten mango. So I'm blessed enough to stay in a tropical oasis and country, or section of the country, should I say. And half of the mango went to, well, more than half, you clearly can see. But yes, my youngest son likes to eat the meaty parts, the chunky parts. I cut them off and then I slice them up into little squares. And then shame the poor pips left behind, because no one really likes to eat the pip except me, because it leaves like strands in your teeth, and it doesn't have like as much flesh as the other parts. But hey, that's perfect because I love this part. It's actually my favorite. And I guess it got me thinking about, the vervet monkeys are around. They're jumping from tree to tree. They are just so cute. If they have to see me eat my mango, they are going to be very jealous. But they can't get here, but they can watch me eat it. So today is really themed and titled, and I guess inspired by this magnificent and wonderful mango. So I guess what I want to share about it as I dig in. So excuse me. So yeah, let's just see where this mango takes us, shall we? And let's see what messages this mango wishes to deliver through me to you today. Now, yeah. Quite sweet. There go the strands. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. So much shisha left on. So, something about me. I used to really not enjoy fruit because I ordinarily would find most fruit very sweet. And if you've watched my I Don't Do Sugar episode back in the beginning, I do make reference to the fact that I don't actually like sugar. In fact, it makes me feel quite nauseous and sick. Literally gets me sick. But lately, I tell you, me and this mango. Mm, 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 mm. I don't know, there's something magical happening. Peanut, my baby. Is it happening with my mango, Papa? Hmm. Hmm. Say hello to the people. Say hello, Papas. Say hi. That's Peanut. She's my BFF, my everything. She literally is my best friend, my bestest friend right now. For the last 5 years, her and I, we've been rocking best friend status. So yes, let's talk about the deliciousness of life, shall we? I guess this is a post about appreciating life's simple pleasures. Ones we take for granted, like eating a fresh, ripe mango still on the pit. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? Or the deliciousness of going for a walk in the gentle rain. It actually was raining today, pretty much the whole day, and the sun has just come through. When it's just freshly rained and the sun has just come out, there's just so much life that just comes about. There's butterflies flying everywhere. There are dragonflies. Vervet monkeys are out here having a ball. And yes, me with my mango. So, I guess I would like to know in your life, what would you deem to be life's delicious pleasures? Think beyond food. I know for the purpose of today, it seems to be that's what I'm focusing on, but this is just one of the simple pleasures in my life. But yeah, so what are your simple pleasures? I love going for my daily walks with my husband. Every day we go for a walk. It's a real treat when we go and we get a nice cappuccino as well en route. I'm blessed to wake up every day and do my daily lymphatic drain, like massages and flows. Doesn't mean I always enjoy it, but I'm grateful for it. But let's talk about delicious. Let's be honest. Let's talk about those delicious things in life, you know? Like, mm, mm. Here's one. When you go to the loo for a poo, and it's just the best shit you've ever had. Now that is a deliciousness of life, right there. And don't tell me it's not, because you just need to be constipated for a couple of days to know how delicious having a good shit is. You know what I mean? So I put it up there. I would say having a good shit is one of the deliciousnesses of life. Mm, having a warm shower, or better yet, having a cold shower when it's really hot, and having a indulgent, warm, relaxing bath when it's really cold outside. That's all. That for me, is a delicious pleasure. There he is. What else? Snuggling up with a good book. You know what I mean? Hmm? With me. Snuggling up with your loved ones. Watching a movie and your kids are like snuggly buggling you. Our kids are becoming teenagers now, so they don't really want any of that anymore. Sometimes they sneak it in still, but you know. Let's see what life brings. But this mango. So yes, guys. I know it looks like I'm just here watching you eat a mango, but I hope that you are contemplating all the aspects and elements that bring you delicious joy and magic in your life. Because we're all different. You caught my episode yesterday. It was all about the community and how we are all individuated beings and we are all a fractal of the divine. And how we all come here to experience and share something unique and special. What are the things that set your heart alight? What are the things that you would deem to be beyond delicious? I'm reminded of that scene in, I think it's the first Matrix, where I can't remember his name, but he's one of the guys that turn on Morpheus and Neo and the crew. And he's in a restaurant with one of the agents, and he's indulging in this amazing steak. And he's willing to give up the crew because the pleasure, and even though it's still all just a mirage and it's all still in your mind, he would rather be in the matrix and be a slave to the program than to be free and fight for his freedom, because he doesn't want to give up the human conditioned pleasures. Interesting, right? Makes you think, would you be able to give up the things that you really love, that are so delicious, to break free of the matrix? Would you be able to give up your attachment to those things? Hmm? Hmm. No judgment, just a question. I know for me it can be challenging. That's why I engage in fasts every so often. Huh? It brings you a different perspective on life. And you're reminded of life's pleasures, I guess, when you're fasting for 6 days and all you've been having is water. It's very interesting to see how the mind and how the body responds and reacts. I've been fasting now for maybe 2-3 years, and some fasts are easier than other fasts, but I mentally prepare myself, and I guess I set the tone and I set the scene mentally so that I know why I'm fasting. And once I break my fast after those 3 or 6 days of not having anything to eat, the most enjoyable or the most rewarding and satisfying thing that you can do when you break your fast is just to enjoy the flavors and the textures and the nourishment that the food provides you. So I usually break my fast with a delicious kind of broth or soup, so it's lighter and easy on the tummy. And those first few spoons are just always so extra delicious. So yes, I guess it's made me aware of how deprivation can serve. Doesn't mean you need to be depriving yourself all the time, please don't get me wrong. But life's about perspective. And just like in nature, not every year has the tree bearing a huge abundance of fruit. Some years are a little bit more challenging than other years. Some years render and bring greater degrees of abundance and fruits, and other years the abundance is not as great. Yes, I guess that's what fasting is for me. Fasting is the discipline, or fostering the discipline, to give up the things that we become very attached to, like mangoes, and facilitates the opportunity for you to truly be so genuinely grateful in a sense of embodiment that wouldn't ordinarily be captured or experienced if you were deprived of it, right? So I always say the duality of life is why we are here, and contrast always serves. But we can either wallow in the contrast and become victims of the life that we are experiencing, or we can take a moment to just be in the contrast and experience it for what it is, so that we can ultimately alchemize it, transmute it, experience and embody it, so we can experience the complete opposite, right? So yes, the deliciousness that is life is duality and is contrast. The magical being, it's 14:22 on the timer as I look up. Number 22 seems to be coming into my awareness very frequently lately, which is very interesting. So here it pops up again. And as always, continue to sow those seeds. Allow for the flow and the deliciousness of life to find you, so that you may ultimately grow, illuminate, and glow. Until tomorrow's episode 52, stay wondrous, stay magical, and revel in life's magic, delicious gifts. See you then.